Well, another day, another Reddit post about Assassin's Creed going to Japan. And, as always, the internet losing its mind about it. So, this time, a Redditor believes a hint to the next game in the franchise being set in Japan is hidden in the open cinematic of Assassin's Creed 3, in a part focusing on the Isu Nexus, with the image showing several symbols, and the Redditor claiming that these symbols, and specifically their order, shows where the next game will be set, which he believes is in Japan. The first symbol is an Eye of Horus, the second is a Greek Omega symbol, and the third is a symbol meant to represent a Torii, which is a sacred Japanese gate. So, the Redditor believes that these symbols are representative of certain AC games. The first symbol being the Eye of Horus and representative of Origins, the second symbol being an Omega symbol and representative of Odyssey, and the third symbol being a Torii meant to represent Japan. So, at a first glance, this all makes a fair bit of sense. But after I thought about it for a bit, I realized it actually has some flaws that, in my mind at least, are quite glaring. First of all, saying these symbols represent AC games is actually kind of a stretch, because considering AC3 came out in 2012 and the Black Flag team that would go to work on Origins was still working on Black Flag, and wouldn't even be able to start working on Origins for at least about another year, that means that even the first game in this supposed release schedule didn't even exist in any full state. The idea may have been on the table, but probably not, which kind of brings me to my second point of Ubisoft shortly after AC3 was announced, took the stance that Egypt, Japan, and World War II would be bad settings for AC games because they were well-known, romanticized settings and would be boring. So, for Ubisoft to take that stance and then tease a release schedule with Egypt and Japan in it makes no sense to me, and makes me think that this whole idea of a little release schedule being hidden in the opening cinematic of AC3 is just absolutely ridiculous. So, I cannot find any way to make sense of this having any real bearings, but if you can, definitely put that down in the comments and anything else you have in terms of ideas. And if you haven't already, that would be a great time to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.